Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to SCUM. We are still over at the sawmill, exactly where we left off at the end of the last episode. So we're going to jump into the tractor and we are just going to make a bit of a move away from here. And we're going to go and try and find somewhere new to set up as a forward operating base, as a staging point in the north of the map. Now, I'm unsure of where exactly I want to go. I want to be reasonably close to the city. And I also want to be reasonably close to sort of like D4. With my home being down here, I'm in an RM with sort of this town here. It might be a bit big. It might be a bit busy and full of zombies. So we have got a few other options available to us. We could go somewhere a little bit more remote. Like one of these places here or here. Or alternatively, we could look at this here. It's a very, very small area, but I think it gives us a good route to wherever we want to go. So we're going to head down this road. We're going to just follow it along and we're going to check out the houses, I guess. And we're going to just check out the houses. It's going to be a bit of a shopping episode, this one. I forgot just how loud the tractor is. Every time I get into it, I forget how loud it is. And then it starts up and then I instantly remember and have to try and turn it down a bit. So it is first thing in the morning that I'm recording this. I normally record these episodes in the evenings on like a Monday or a Tuesday or something like that after I've had a chance to read a lot of people's comments. But today I've actually got the day off and I'm filming this on a Wednesday. And I've not long woken up. So my brain is still like not functioning properly. What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? I think a lot. I think it's not going to end very well. But nevertheless, let's try and have some fun today. Now, we've still got the crossbow. We've still got the, I think it was the VSS that we brought with us. In the last episode, I came across a little bit negative, and there were a couple of comments sort of expressing that. And I just want to sort of touch on that very, very quickly while we're here at the beginning of the episode. I apologize if I came across as negative. It wasn't my intention at all. And as I said during the video, I don't want to be negative during these videos. I don't want to be grumpy or anything like that, but there were so many bugs that were occurring. It started to become a little bit frustrating, and normally I can look past bugs like that. It doesn't bother me, but in that particular episode there were so many that it got to a stage where I was thinking, you know, I'd almost wanted to re-record the entire thing, and I thought, well, that takes away from what this series is. You know, it's more a case of you guys coming along for the journey. You know, I could sit there and I could massively over-edit absolutely everything, but I don't want to do that. I'd rather keep it more real and, you know, have you see everything that goes on. Obviously, I do cut out little bits here and there just to try and keep it interesting so that it's not a really, really boring episode. But, yeah, I'll try my best to not let that happen again, if that makes sense. So we have got a little village just up ahead. I can see it all sort of right, slowly rendering in. That is going to be this one that we were just talking about. Now, there is a high likelihood that there's going to be zombies here, obviously. So we'll give it a second to lag out and everything. I'm going to actually pull off the road and we're going to go slightly up onto the mountain so we don't attract too much attention. I do quite like the look of this area. I do quite like the look of the area. I think we're going to have the opportunity in those, I don't know if you can see these sort of like the hangars down there. I think that's a good place for fruit and veg to grow. So that's potentially a food source that we could have up here. We'll go ahead and jump out. We'll get the VSS out. Have we got the scope on this? No, we haven't. Oh. "21 of 20. I just heard a wolf. Something we're going to have to be cautious of. A little bit worried about that. That wolf sounded reasonably close. Yeah, that's pretty intimidating. I'm not seeing any zombies just yet. I was hoping there was going to be a load walking around that we could just pick off from the side of the hill, but it doesn't seem to be the case at all. Right. So none of these houses look particularly great to set up in. That's one thing that I'm going to sort of point out right now. I guess we could take a look at this house here. It does have an enclosed gate, so we could sort of park the tractor inside of it, and it's got a couple of little buildings here. You're not getting an option? A little bit finicky, that. That could become quite frustrating. This house looks okay. I think I'd rather go for a 2-story house. I think it's more space. This one, I kind of like this. I like the fact that it's sort of enclosed in. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've got options here. We can always expand into the other little buildings. Let's have a look around the inside of this house. Well, the ground floor's clear. It is pretty spacious down here. I do quite like that. Got a 3rd floor as well. Not a single zombie. I'm really surprised by that. I don't know about you guys, but I think this might be the one. That was a lot quicker than I was expecting. I thought it was going to take us a while to find somewhere that was going to be suitable, but I genuinely think this could be a good option. We'll check the top floor just in case there's someone lying down up here. Someone that retreated up when they first arrived on the island. No, it seems to be clear. No items. Some nice jeans there. Oh, what's that? A Kodiak bow. Don't really need it. As nice as it is, we've already got another bow at our other base. And we're quite literally carrying around a crossbow on our back, so we don't need that. Some very nice glasses there, but we're not going to bother with those. Santa hat and Santa gloves. Now, for some reason, the game hasn't been updated since the Christmas wipe. It's still on exactly the same version, which is pretty amusing. I think there is an update coming up. I think it's not going to be too long until there is a new update. So with that in mind, I think it's, you know, we're just around the corner from having some really, really cool stuff added to the game. Okay, we've got another... We'll go ahead and get the crossbow out here. Make sure this is all clear. Wow, what's the drill press of some sort? This is perfect. I think we can make ammunition using these. There's a lathe in here as well. See, this is my point. This is why I kind of wanted to set up over here. Because we've got options. And if they stay there permanently, being able to have access to that kind of stuff while we're living in this house could be incredible. We do have pre-built protection all the way around us. Because I think zombies may struggle to get in over this. I don't know. Obviously, with their ability to jump, that might not be the case. It looks like it's enclosed all the way around. We'd have a quick walk all the way just to double check. But certainly from wolves and stuff, we are up in a pretty mountainous region. There could be bears. We know there's wolves because we just heard them. So I think this could be the one, honestly. Let's bring the tractor down here and then we'll start fortifying this house. I think that's what I want to do. So the new patch to the game, as I say, I think it's going to be coming out very, very soon. How much they're actually going to be adding, I don't know. I am aware that they're going to be adding, at some point, some pretty big elements to the game. All the new parts of the map, I think there's 9 squares in total, as I touched on before. On top of that, they're also looking to add boats. I have seen some pictures of like great whites and stuff in the water, like great white sharks. Whether that's just them messing around, I don't know. There might actually be great white sharks being added to the game, in which case that's going to be insane. No more swimming across to islands, you know, you're going to have to actually go and find a boat, otherwise you're potentially going to be toast. We'll go ahead and close the gate. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to fortify this bit just next to us. I really struggle with this gate. I wonder if I can add something to it. Let's go ahead and grab a load of wood out of the vehicle. And we'll go ahead and trade some of the stuff that we're carrying on us right now. Or in fact, you know what's going to be better? Actually knowing how much we need. So we're going to need to fortify the ground floor window. So with that in mind, we're going to have to go to crafting. And if we scroll down to here, we've got basic fortifications and we've got medium fortifications. Now, the medium, we need an improvised toolbox, 2 metal scrap, some nails, and some wooden planks. We don't have the ability to get medium, or sorry, advanced fortifications because it's under the medium tab and my skill level just isn't that high, which is a shame, but you know, I'm not really going to complain about it. And we can put the nails straight into there. My health is really dropping. I've just realized the color was disappearing. I must have an injury. I had absolutely no idea. I was looking at the screen. I was thinking, what is going on here? Why is it getting lighter and lighter? Is it just like something I'm doing? And then I've just realized my health at the bottom left of the screen. I have a physical injury. Now, I think I must have got hit at the sawmill and never ever treated it. We're down at 24% health. That's pretty concerning. And then obviously with our food and hunger the way it is, we're going to need to eat. We're going to need to eat and drink right now to get our health back up. Oh no, I've just realized I've filled my entire stomach volume. I'm going to... Oh no, this is not going well. This is not going well at all. Bad decisions have been made straight away. I warned you at the beginning of this episode that I was tired and that things may go horribly wrong. Right, now with only 24% health, I kind of want to stay close to that house. I don't really want to venture too far away. We'll let our health go up a little bit and then we'll go out and try and get some scrap. Meanwhile, let's look at some of the other windows. So I'd like to fortify these windows at the back. We'll put that on there. We'll put the nail inside of it. We'll do another one onto this one. I think the medium fortifications downstairs is going to be pretty beneficial. Is that all the windows down here? It is. As far as upstairs goes, I don't think we're going to need medium fortifications on this at all. Not by any stretch of the imagination. However, we could potentially do some basic ones so we can still see through them. But I don't know if we really need it, honestly. Look at the color of this screen. It's just so bland or I'm nearly dead. I'm on 27% health, 28. It is going up. So we're just going to have to give it some time. It's so strange hearing the echo of doing that, like echoing all around in this area because we're surrounded by hills as well. I don't think that helps. Okay, so 2, 4, 6. We've already done one on there. So 7 bits of scrap metal we now need to find. And then that should be us pretty much done for the downstairs fortifications on the windows. There are some vehicles dotted around, so we're going to go have a look at those. And we're also going to head over into this little... some of the other little buildings, and we'll see if we can find some scrap metal in those. Inside of these sort of like farm areas, you very often find bits of scrap metal. There's a garlic on there. Here we go. 1. A mobile phone, some thread, and a padlock. Don't need any of that. Still keeping my eye out for other zombies or wolves or anything like that. Just trying to keep my wits about me. Especially on such low health. Ah, here we go. We'll take the fireworks as well for a firework trap. So how many we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's the fireworks. So we got 4. A blaze bat, Lucky Star cigarettes, and some more scrap metal that we need. What's the blaze bat? Is it just a... Well, I kind of like it. It's not going to hurt to have it. Right, let's finish up the final fortifications. That looks really cool, actually. I like that. It affords us the opportunity to still look out, yet nothing's getting in through it. We'll have a look at some of these other ones. They should all... There we go. And that's the ground floor pretty much fortified. We're slowly getting colour back into the screen as well, which is quite nice. I think we'll go with the fire ring. Yeah, there you go, look. So 1, 2 of those. So we need to find some more bushes like that. We've got some just over there, look. Okay, logs. 1, 2. That should be us. Nice. So we got a fireplace going. I also want to build a wooden chest inside of here so I can actually store stuff that's going to be useful for using on top of the fire. We're up at 40% now of our health. The colour is slowly starting to come back. I apologise right now that this has been a very grayscale episode. I didn't realise. I think I got hit in the last episode and then forgot to bandage. I kind of thought to myself, oh, I'll do that later. And then I never actually did it. Which was a real daft decision and could have really bitten us. I checked most of this. I didn't have a proper look around in here though. I don't really think we need a massive amount more than what we already have. Oh, hello. Okay, so we're back to getting zombies. He wasn't in there earlier when I checked. I came in here earlier and there was no one here, and then suddenly there's a zombie here. The base is set up. We're going to need to remember exactly where it is. We're going to take a drive down here. We're going to check out this area. And then we're going to... Well, we'll go past the city. We'll get a bit of a look at that and see what the score is with that. And then we're going to scope this area out here, just so we know what we're heading into. I am not in a position to go in there today. I'm going to make that... Oh, no, don't get in the vehicle. I need to open the gate. Yeah, I'm going to make that quite clear. We are not going to go there and actually stay and visit today. We're going to go and check it out. I want to get properly geared up before we go into anywhere else. But yeah, there's a lot of new stuff coming to the game. I haven't paid a massive amount of attention to everything that is, in fact, coming. And the reason for that is I kind of want a little bit of a surprise. I will probably take a read over the patch notes when they get released so I know what is new in the game and we can go and try and explore. Now, there are some things that are already in the game that I haven't been able to find yet. Chainsaws is one of them. I believe chainsaws have already been added into the game. I am yet to see a single one, and I've done a fair bit of looking. It's kind of like the Barrett 50 cal ammo. I still have not found any of that. There's a watchtower just over there. So that has to be a bunker. So there is a bunker over to our right. So we could go and explore that in the next episode with it being so close to us. The only thing is, I don't know what... We're in D3. I don't know if we've got a key card for D3. We've got a key card for B3. I know that. And I think we got one for A4. But another kill box would be really good. I think that's our best chance to find things like ghillie suits. The Barrett 50 cal ammo that we're so desperate for. We're right up at the edge of the map now. You can just see the top of the wall over the edge of the trees. Just trying to get a good look at what's around us, really. Okay, so we've got some pretty big skyscrapers over here. This This place looks interesting. This place looks very interesting. I want to be geared before I come here. I really want to be geared before I actually come here. I think the size of this place... I think we're just asking for trouble. I think the chance of getting things like the suicide zombies with the vests on, I think is going to be a lot higher. But imagine if we can get up that. If we can get up that with the Barrett 50 cal. And take pot shots down at the zombies below. That'd be amazing. It makes me a little bit nervous, honestly, because our character's been alive for so long now. It makes me a little bit nervous, the thought of going down there, especially with the upped zombie count. This is more of a scouting mission, this particular episode. We are just checking stuff out and seeing what's around us. Both of these points are points of interest that I've wanted to go to for quite some time. Okay, I nearly drove up onto a runway then. I didn't realise there is a mech down there. We are on the edge of this runway just here. Right, we're going to back the tractor up. I don't want him to see it. And we're going to go out on foot, have a look at this place. Yeah, it's as we thought. It's a section of runways. Normally what they do at airfields is they put runways going different directions so that depending on where the wind is coming from, the aircraft can take off. More often than not, you only get like 2 or 3 runways pointed in different directions for that very reason. But this place seems to have what, one... I don't know, it's got one main one there. And then it's got 3 more coming off in... It's kind of odd the way they've set that up, but I'm assuming the rest are runways. Huge radar dishes and radar arrays. We're going to move up, right up to the top of the mountain. We'll see how much we can scope out. Is that zombies down there? That's a suicide zombie right there. Okay, so this place is going to get dangerous. Wow, mech's just crushing zombies out here. There's another mech. That's 3 we've spotted already. This place looks intimidating as hell. It really does. I think we've got some exciting stuff planned at least, haven't we? We've got the opportunity to do some really exciting stuff that could very well end in our demise. And I don't know if you remember, but when I first started this series, I made it quite clear at the beginning, if I die, I'm stopping the series. That's going to be it. And I think that's a really good way to keep things hardcore. It keeps me nervous. It keeps me scared of playing the game because I'm enjoying making this series. If I die, I'm done. I'm out. No more. Not for a long time anyway. I mean, we may revisit it one day in the future. But I will not be continuing this character. I will not be reloading and resetting. You know, we will end it. And I know that might upset some people, but I think it's a good way to keep things fresh and to keep things interesting because, you know, far too many of these games, people die and they just come back. And I think you lose all point of what the game is supposed to be about. Top 10 things you didn't think you'd see on YouTube today. That's got to be number 1, surely. I can't believe the sheer quantity of mechs here. There's one there, one there. There's another 2 over in this direction. We're going to risk this. While we're here, we're going to risk this. We're going to try and make it into some of these hangars. I think we can get through here. Can. Okay, we got a couple of visitors, a couple of contestants. There's a third one over in the corner that's just stood up that we didn't spot initially. Right. There's a lot of boxes in here to check. This has the potential of being very, very good. Or going very, very badly. RPK, yeah. So that fits onto the RPK. So that... I couldn't remember, but yeah, RPK. I think we do have one of those back at the base. More night vision goggles. We definitely don't need more night vision goggles. Another gas mask, however, I will take. Military boots, more flares. 9mm bullets. Oh no, these are 45, isn't it? We haven't got anything that's 9mm at the minute. We've got some 9mm there, though. We'll go ahead and lob that into there and join that. That'll save on some space. Water. I think we're in a good spot for water right now. Don't think we can really ever say no to ammo, especially since we can't craft it right now. 1911 I don't need. An AK. We don't need it. Wait, that seemed to show a drum mag then. Can you see the symbol of it? It's got a drum mag on there. That's really odd. I'm gonna take a walk. We're gonna check this place out before we start looting. It's just not worth the risk at this stage of the game. Okay, Shamag. MRE, we'll go ahead and take that. 45 ACP cartridge. We can actually load that straight into these mags. More. Camouflage jacket, boots, 9mm rounds. We'll go ahead and stack that with the others. That was from that one. Did that one. An OKP holographic sight. Now, the holographic sight, I think we can maybe fit to that. That might be pretty handy for while we're moving around inside of this base. So I'm going to go ahead and take it and keep the ACOG in my pocket. What is that? A respirator. I wonder if you can use that. Yeah, I think you could probably use that instead of the gas mask. That'd be interesting to test, actually, wouldn't it? I won't be doing it because I've got 2 gas masks, but I'm just curious now as to whether you could run that instead of the gas mask, because it takes up 1 slot instead of the 4 that the gas mask takes. Hand grenade, let's go. I do love having the hand grenades on me. Wire cutters, military helmet. We've already got a military helmet like that. We've missed these boxes. A head sack. I don't plan on taking any hostages anytime soon, so I'm not going to bother with the head sack. It would be nice if you could use those burlap sacks to make ghillie suits, though. It really would. You know what? I can't resist it. I am a sucker for a boonie hat. I am an absolute sucker for a boonie hat. The other thing I kind of want to do is I want to find an opportunity or a safe-ish environment to test night vision. I want to be able to test night vision to see if the mechs can actually see us clearly at nighttime. It would be really cool if they sort of went, not necessarily offline, but if it was, you know, a situation in which... Sorry, I'm just listening. A situation in which, you know, they had a harder time seeing you at night. Oh, no. Oh, no. We've had a jam. Did you hear the weapon jam? Oh, snap. That is a lot of zombies. We need to bail. We need to bail. Call me a pussy, call me whatever you want. That is too many zombies for us to deal with. We're trying to play this as smart as possible. I need to sort the jam out on that weapon before I even contemplate heading back down there. That was the worst timing ever, man. Right. That seems to be clear. What are we on for this weapon? It's on 62%. I mean, that's still pretty high. The number of jams we're getting on this weapon are just insane. Like, I mean, if it was down at sort of 24%, then I'd understand getting frequent jams. But right now, it just seems like... It just seems like it's terrible. Oh, mate. When they just all turned, they all stood up and all turned. Did you see them come rushing out of the hangar behind us? We can't ignore this guy up here. We're going to have to try and deal with some of these. Because I've brought them all out. We're going to be surrounded by them otherwise. He's a juicy boy as well. Come on, give me an opportunity here. Stand up nicely for us. My health's still only on 47% as well. I really struggle with this weapon. I really do. Every time I'm crouching or anything, it doesn't seem to work properly. I need to remember that. I need to stay standing. I held my breath too soon. That was unfortunate. Tell you what I'm going to do before I take this shot. Let's check the ammo in this. It's got to be running... I was going to say it's got to be running pretty low. There's one round left. Let's do a full reload of that first before we do anything. Because if I have to change, I want to be ready. I just don't get it. I need to aim at their chest to hit their head. I need to aim lower left to hit upper right. It's like the zeroing is completely off. It's really strange. I think they all followed us out. I think all of them followed us out, which is actually a good thing. I thought there was a lot more than what we dealt with, though. .22 caliber, we're not running. Shotty. A lot of bayonets. 3006. We got some more of that up here. Join those. Okay, so that's for the M16 and the Mark 18. I can't think what the Mark 18 is. Which one's the Mark 18? can't remember which one that is, the Mark 18. 45, yeah, that's perfect. That's for the pistol. 22 calibers again. Shamag. Come on, give me some Barrett 50 cal rounds, please. Did I check that one? I'm not sure. We're finding so many of this 3006. I wonder why. I wonder why it's so plentiful. Okay, it's another one done. One more to go. This is handy that we can get to this from the back without being spotted by any of the mechs. We can just move around pretty freely, actually. Do a full clear and sweep. 7.62 by 39. That's for the AK-47. The AKM. If we can use the big drum mags for that, it would be really handy. Now, I saw in a video a while back, someone commented about these guard towers and whether you can get up into them. And I'm going to give it a go. And this may be a real stupid decision here, because it's going to expose me to the mechs that are moving around, but I want to see if there's anything up there. Yeah. Okay. That was, He hit me. He is now walking around underneath me. I have nowhere to go. Okay, there was nothing really of value up here. We're going to bail as quickly as we can. Jesus. We need to get out. We need a bandage. Okay, so we checked. There was stuff up there. It looked like a compass and a pistol mag. Oh my god. My heart is in my mouth. That was horrendous. That was absolutely horrendous. For a moment there, I just didn't even know what to say. I thought we were dead. I thought that was it. We've got loads more to this base. Over at the back, over there, there's entire hangars. There's another bunker over there. There's all of these buildings. There's so many mechs, it's unreal. And I think that's another hangar entrance. I think we're going to be able to get into the mountain here. I really do. Oh, hello. What's he doing? Jesus. I was trying to keep my tree, like that tree between me and him. He is not a happy boy, is he? Okay, we're going to slowly back away from here. I think he is well and truly angered at us going up into that tower. The range on these boys is insane. Honestly, what is going on? The range on these boys is insane. I was going to try and snipe some zombies then. And instead we just keep making friends. Okay, right, here's the plan. We've had a look at the city. We've had a look at this place. I want you guys to let me know down in the comments below what weapons we should take, where we should go next. Should we go to the city first, or do you want to come back to here and actually try and venture inside of all of this area? I am down for doing either. I'm down for doing both. As I mentioned previously, I'd kind of like to get the Barrett 50 cal and the ammo for that. But I really want your guys' help. What do you think we should do? Do you think we should go to the city, or do you think we should go over to this airfield? Let me, just comment it down below. Also, let me know which weapons you think we should take for wherever you're suggesting we go. And then whatever the most comments comes through as, we will go there and we will take that weapon. Please, let's try and keep things a little bit sort of serious. Let's not go into the bunker with like a Tech 9 bayonet or something like that. Let's try and actually think about what weapons that we've got. I will put it up on the side of the screen, this point here, so you can see the actual list of what we do have. And then I want your suggestions. Until then, though, I am going to head back to my original base halfway back in the map. We're going to set up there. I'm going to start acquiring some of the gear that we've got, and I'm going to try and get my health back to full if I can. That was a bit stressful, that one for me. The end of that was far too stressful for me. It's only going to get worse. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you think that, you know, any of your mates would enjoy this, please consider sharing it as well. It really does go a long way to helping me out. Since I've started playing this, the YouTube algorithm hasn't liked it at all. It's hated it. It's absolutely despised it. So it's been very, very difficult for me watching my numbers drop because I'm venturing into a different game. But nevertheless, if you do enjoy it, every share, every thumbs up, every comment that you put really does help out the channel. It really does boost views and numbers and the potential of us getting recommended to other people. So I just want to say thank you for all of your support in the series so far. Hopefully the next couple of episodes are going to be absolute belters. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, have a good one.